Spiewak Preservation Consultants was hired to provide and develop a historic masonry training program based upon the ASTM E265909 standard practice for certificate programs on November 4th and 5th, 2010 at the North and South Halls at the University of Wisconsin, Madison. The training actually involved removing selected deteriorated stone from the surface of the walls and redressing the stone and returning those stone back to the same location in the wall where they came from. Disassembly with care to salvage all stone and documenting the original position and the bedding planes was required.
Well, that didn't work very good.
There you go.
Kind of wiggling both.
Swinging those pry bars moves it one way or the other. When you're moving big stone, this is how you do it. Don't work against yourself. Swing them one way or the other, back and forth. Just like dancing on skis. There you go.
Dance with the stone.
Grab it.
It wants to come out.
Turn them around the other way if you're not getting the leverage. Flip them upside down.
Like this?
Yeah, whatever way you need to walk them out.
All training was facilitated by an experienced historic masonry specialist that took special care to follow the guidelines set forth in the Secretary of the Interior Standards for Rehabilitation.
Grab with your fingers, Steve.
There you go, yeah!
Document the picture.
Right here?
We had there, Steve.
That's right here, like that. That's the back of the plaster wall. That's the scratch coat of the plaster. See the groove?
Head joints.
Head joints are tight.
Head joints. All participants were graded on their ability to perform the hands-on work in an acceptable manner and pass a written test to receive a certificate for this learning event. All work was in accordance with project specification requirements.
Right now. Yep. Yeah, not to do anything different, but yesterday we found out it was easy if you went from here. Just get out of the way.
Hold on, Joey. I got a tape thing.
That's not as big as the rest of them.
Yeah!
You wussy.
I told you,
You just gotta hit it like you got a pair.
So the bigger ones are easier ones.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get this marked. Strainer. All right.
The mason here is actually demonstrating the use of what is called a hand point chisel, taking off the high spots of the stone. In this demonstration area, this mason is using a hand tracing chisel to actually reshape and form the stone from the edges. It's important that the first hit be a light hit to help set the tool and the chisel blade fully into the contact with the stone prior to the actual blowing of the chisel at a harder impact to actually take the surface of the stone off, as you can see demonstrated here.
Look at that. The next part's ready to flop too. See?
This mason is using a hand set chisel to actually recreate the edge of the stone, and then take sand and actually rub sand on the surface of the edge to roughen it up. This takes the saw cut mark away from the actual stone. Once the stone is fully redressed to the original profile and finish texture of the chisel marks, the stone is then reset in the wall on wood shims to ensure the complete and perfect fit of the original stone back into its position. The only difference is that the new stone is now surface is reset plumb with the surrounding stone surfaces once it's put in place.
job, man.
And Ray.
Come on, he got that on camera.
A total of 10 individual Masons passed the test and the demonstration of the individual test panel performance.